and you are looking live at the Dragons Den as your Lake Orion girls varsity basketball team is taking on the Highlanders of Rochester Adams. I'm your host, Kevin McCormick, along with my partner, Chris Pappas. It's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah, it's been a wild winter here in Michigan, so it's
definitely
a lot of cancellations, but we're back on the airwaves.
Yeah, a lot of postponements, a lot of snow days as well. But we are back in action tonight. So, Chris, what do you have for me on Adams?
On Adams, they're a very similar team to Lake Orion. They're young, they're athletic. They will pressure to full court. They will pick you up full court, and that might cause havoc for this young Dragons team. They have a veteran point guard in Peyton Shadiah who can definitely get past that press, but when the ball is in other players' hands, how do they handle that situation?
Yeah, so then to move on to the Dragons, they are 8-9 in the season coming in overall, and they're 3-7 in the OAA Red. Their last game, they actually had a win at Troy Athens. They won 42-29, and they were on a 4-game losing skid before that. So the Dragons have been kind of in a slump, but they're looking to get out of that. They had a good win the other day against Troy Athens, and they're obviously looking to capitalize on that same win tonight against Rochester Adams. So it should be pretty good. Dragons is a critical stretch. After this game, they'll have 4 games left. One more at home against Avondale. And then after that, they have 4 games on the road. They're at Harrison, at Farmington, at Adams, and then they're on the last game of the regular season. They are at Romeo. So these are critical games for the Dragons to try to get above 500 and kind of go into the playoffs on a high note, because you never want to back into the playoffs because it just feeds off kind of bad energy, and you don't really want that.
Definitely.
But, this should be pretty interesting. So hopefully the Dragons can get a good win here tonight, because it's definitely a well-needed victory.
Yeah, and a couple of pregame storylines the viewers need to take a look at is, can Sophie Wyborski of the Lake Orion Dragons, can she dictate the paint like she usually does, catches it in the mid-post, kind of work and facilitate the Lake Orion's offense that way? How will Lake Orion handle that full-court pressure from Rochester Adams? That'll be a big dictation on whether the Dragons come out with a win tonight. And another key is to get out on the perimeter and contest those three-point shooters. Rochester Adams likes to shoot the 3-ball quite a lot. They're a 3 and layup type of team. If Lake Orion can contest those shots, limit those dropping in, they'll be in good shape. And another storyline is Peyton Shadiah. She's always getting in there and getting steals and playing that hard-nosed defense. Can she continue that lockdown defense tonight? That'll be a big key to the win for Dragons.
Well, that's all we have for you guys right now. We're about to get into the player intros and the national anthem. We'll be back after that. This is the home of Dragon basketball.
Today I'd like to introduce you to the 2018-19 Student Advisory Council. They'll be reciting the MHSA Student Athlete Belief Statement.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping MHSA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers, helping student athletes develop,
while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports,
while keeping a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
For more information about the Student Advisory Council, visit our website at
MHSA.com.
And we are back at the Dragons Den once again, as we have just had the national anthem. We had just finished up player intro. We're about to get this show underway, and the Dragons have an interesting starting lineup right now. They got Grace Buklage, the junior. She's in. She's starting tonight as well with the usual Peyton Shadiah, but Erin Humes, she's also getting a start, and along with Megan Marshall, and of course Sophie Wyborski finishing it off at the 5 down low. So should be a pretty good game. Again, Adams is coming in at 6-10, but both teams are kind of similar to each other, so you definitely can't take them lightly. And I think a big reason for why they're 6-10 is that they're a very young team. They only have 2 seniors, and neither one of them are starting.
Exactly, and they haven't been able to play much defense as of late as well, giving up 50 points, 63 points, and 55 points in their last 3.
Yeah, Adams, they're 5 down low. That ball goes out of bounds, but they're 5 down low. Number 34, Kate Elliott, she's only a freshman.
Wow.
And she's the tallest person out on the court right now. So
kind of says it all right there for that young team in Rochester Adams.
Exactly. So here we go. Dragons force a turnover to begin the game, and they get the ball. Shadaya driving to her right, puts the layup, no good. Rebounded by number 11, Amelia Dranick.
Good to see Peyton Shadaya be aggressive early, maybe set the tone for the Dragons here early on.
Tip ball up in the air and picked off by the Dragons. Here comes Sophie Wyborski. She gives it off to Shadaya. Vukovic over to Wyborski. Aaron Humes playing mostly inside, and they have Sophie Wyborski at the perimeter. And that's a bad pass picked off by Adams.
And look who is it.
Peyton Shadaya coming in from behind. We
talked about that pregame.
Exactly.
Peyton Shadaya, is she going to have that lockdown defense again tonight? So far, it looks like it.
At this point, it's kind of just another day in the office.
Exactly.
On a fast break, she's kind of chasing them from behind. That's an air ball right there, rebounded by Aaron Humes. But that's kind of her thing. Is just sneaking up behind people and tipping the ball away when they don't expect it.
Great
Marshall
look.
Cutting inside. Oh, couldn't finish. It was a beautiful play right there by the Dragons. What an effort.
Yeah, it didn't work out there for the Dragons, but Sophie Wyborski with the great mid-post pass over the shoulder to the cutter just didn't work out.
So that ball goes out of bounds, so it'll go with the Dragons. So here comes Shadaya. Inside, Wyborski over to Vukovic. Inside to Hughes. Good ball movement. Oh, that ball was tipped as it went up. Rebounded by the Highlanders. Driving inside, the left-handed layup is good. Amelia Dranick. So Amelia Dranick gets the first points of the game.
Yeah, pretty looking left-hand layup there in transition to start off the game scoring-wise.
Shadaya driving inside, passes out to Vukovic, shoots the 3, no good. Loose ball, and it is safe from going backcourt by Sophie Wyborski. Good job. Oh, dangerous pass across the court, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Dragons got lucky on that one.
Yeah.
Like you said, a dangerous pass cross court, poked away by Adams, but stays with the Dragons.
So Megan Marshall will inbound from the far sideline, gets it into Vukovic. Trying to move things around. Looks inside to Wyborski, and she will reset back to the top of the key. Takes the 3. Oh, no good off the side of the rim. Rebounded by number 3, Nicole Clairhout.
Ooh, a little nice crossover there.
In the corner, Dronick, no good. Air ball underneath the hoop. Kate Elliott gets the rebound. And the Highlanders will reset. Dragons looks like they're playing that 2-3 zone, which we're not surprised to see, as they've really kind of reverted to that.
And there's Payne Shadaya.
Picks it off, fast break opportunity. Got a Highlander behind her, and one!
Finishes over 2 Highlander defenders. Gets the full court steal and the full court layup.
Good job by Shadaya to first pick off the pass on defense, and then nonchalantly just kind of go up with it, not phased by contact, and gets the layup to go, and the foul. That foul was on number 10, Maddie Delenga. That's her first of the game. That's our first foul overall for both teams this game, as Shadaya gets 3 points the old-fashioned way, makes the score 3-2. Dragons lead just over 5 minutes ago here in the first quarter. That's a bad pass, and it was actually saved. Wow, good job by Amelia Dronick. She saved that ball from going out of bounds and keeps the possession with the Lady Highlanders. That ball, bad pass, picked off by Shadaya. Here she comes going up against another Highlander, no good. Rebounded by Marshall, that one no good. Vukovic underneath the hoop. Humes thought about driving, decided not to, and the Dragons will reset.
Great hustle there by the Dragons, getting back in transition offense to crash the glass and get not a second, but a third opportunity.
Vukovic driving inside. She's fouled by number 34, Kate Elliott. So Vukovic will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Dragons being aggressive early on, attacking the paint there. They've had a lot of opportunities already in transition. Peyton Shadaya has, 3 steals in our first 4 minutes of the game. But it's good to see Vukovic at the line, too. She was attacking the basket as well.
First free throw from Vukovic is no good off the back iron. And it looks like we have a substitution. Number 1, Madison Kesman, the other freshman on this roster. There's 3 freshmen on this roster, one being Abby Dronick, one being Madison Kesman, and of course Kate Elliott. Second free throw from Vukovic, no good. She misses both opportunities right there at the line. As a free ball, and a foul right there by Megan Marshall.
Megan going for that loose ball.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, couldn't really hit the brakes fast enough.
Yeah, couldn't hit the brakes fast enough right there. So Claire Howe inbounds to Petersmark. Double team by the zone. Backside of it, though, gets it over to Amelia Dronick.
Yeah, the Lady Dragons like to do a lot of trapping in that 2-3 zone.
Dragons do a very good job of that right now, swarming to the ball. Oh, and the ref called a foul. The Dragons were doing a very good job of it. They're swarming to the ball.
Yeah, we'll see how long they can keep that up, because it does take a lot of energy to constantly play that trapping defense.
So that will give Vukovic her first foul of the game. Second team foul. Dragons still lead 3-2 here, just over 4 minutes ago in the first quarter. Dronick over to Petersmark, shoots the 3, no good. Rebounded by Dronick. And again, she saves the ball from going out of bounds, but that pass goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like she was rushed by the pressure there a little bit.
It looks like the ref called the tip off of one of the Lady Dragons, so the Highlanders will keep the ball.
Looked like kind of a questionable call there. Didn't really see many Dragons around the ball there.
In the corner, Highlanders trying to find a way to get past the zone. Inside, blocked by Wyborski. And that one picked off by Shadaya. Here she comes up the court. Dragons have numbers, and Shadaya will slow it down. Wyborski for 3. No good off the side of the rim. Gets her a rebound, goes back up with it, and gets it to fall.
Way to follow the shot there by Wyborski. They tell you that as a kid, always follow your shot. She did it there.
Number 3, Claire Hout for 3. No good. Gets her on board, goes back up with it, and no good, but there's a foul on the floor.
And we've seen early in this year, the Lady Dragons sometimes have issue with crashing the glass offensively. They've done a really good job tonight. They have about 3 or 4 offensive rebounds, one of them leading to a basket.
So number 3, Nicole Clairhout will go to the line for 2. First free throw is good. And it looks like number 24, Alani Contreras, and number 32, Grace Berger come in. Looks like Humes and Marshall will come out for the Dragons. And it looks like the number 12, Lauren Petersmark, she comes out for the Highlanders. Second free throw, no good. And that rebound by Alani Contreras. So just 5 seconds in the game, Contreras already gets her first stat. Contreras, and she traveled right there. So turnover for the Dragons, and Abby Rash coming in for Grace Vukovic. So here come the Highlanders. Number 10, Maddie DeLinga, doing the ball handling duties.
Nice little in and out dribble there to get past Contreras.
In the corner, Kesman gets that one to fall.
It's a freshman.
Yeah, Madison Kesman in the far corner.
That's why she might be getting some playing time here early on, hitting those corner triples.
Gives the Highlanders the lead 6-5 here, 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Grace Berger for 3. No, she couldn't answer. Rebounded by Katie Elliott. And here come the Lady Highlanders.
Oh.
DeLinga over in the corner to Kesman again. Oh, in and out, almost got it.
Good.
And they're gonna.
She has a nice looking shooting stroke too early on.
Yeah, looking cool, coming collected in the corner. So here come the Dragons. Maresh inside the Wyborski. Maresh for 3 from the left wing, no good. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Berger. Good effort, gets out to Shadiah. She's on the floor again, and gets out to Shadiah again. Grace Berger showing great effort right there. Had to stay on the floor a little longer than she wanted to, but ultimately the Dragons still keep possession. Shadiah trying to drive inside out to Berger on the right wing. She shoots the three. That one falls. Grace Berger for three.
If the Dragons can hit those outside shots early on, it's really going to open up the paint for them later on in the second half.
Here comes Delenga now. She shoots Dronick shoots the three. That one no good. Rebounded by, thought it was rebounded by Berger, but she couldn't hold on to it. Delenga takes the jumper. That one goes.
Pretty move by Delenga.
So a little bit of a spurt of offensive explosion for both teams here. We're tied 8-8, 1:10 to go in the first quarter.
And she's been really good at getting past defenders with that first dribble, that first crossover early on. Something to look into.
Contreras underneath the hoop, driving baseline, and she traveled again.
Yeah, she's kind of forgetting to put the ball down first, takes that first initial step.
Yeah.
Ref's going to call that travel every time.
Kylie Anderson checking in. She comes in for Sophie Wyborski. So you got 4 seniors out on the court right now for the Dragons. Contreras being the only non-senior out there. The pass inside, no good. Rebounded by Contreras. She's on the floor, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow goes with the Dragons.
Jump ball, possession arrow favors the Dragons.
42 seconds ago in the first quarter. Anderson inside, trying to drive, passes out to Berger. Berger takes the three again, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Highlanders. Here comes Delenga. 22 seconds ago in the first quarter. That one tipped by Shadiah, and she gets it.
Steal number 5
outlet
for
pass
Shadiah.
to Contreras. Ball on the floor, picked up by Anderson. Good effort. Another fight for it, and a jump ball in this possession arrow. This possession arrow will go with the Dragons, or go with the Highlanders, I should say.
Jump ball, possession arrow favors Rochester.
So here comes number 25, Caitlin Creech. She enters the ball game. There you go. 8 seconds ago in the first quarter. Delenga out to the right corner. Dronick gets it out to an open man and couldn't get it to fall. So that is the end of the first quarter. We are tied here, 8-8.
The LOHS Dragon Broadcast Program and Orion Neighborhood Television have teamed up to bring you live broadcasts of several LOHS games and events throughout the school year. That includes all varsity boys basketball, varsity girls basketball, and varsity hockey this winter. If you aren't able to be in attendance, you can watch many games and events online. A subscription costs less than $10 per month, and half the money goes back to the LOHS broadcast program. It's a great option for friends and family who might not live in the area. Check out the live stream of Dragon Sports at www.dragonbroadcasting.org. ONTV thanks our student crews for their hard work and dedication to bring Dragon Sports to the world.
So, we're tied here 8-8. As we are transitioning from the first to the second quarter. And it was a pretty good first quarter for the Dragons. Just an all-around good game, good.
Yeah, a lot of action early on here.
Yeah, definitely a lot of action. As sometimes the games kind of can get a little dry at points, but both teams keeping it interesting. So that's always good.
Payne Shadiah doing her usual, like we talked about pregame, lockdown defense. She has 5 or 6 steals in this one already, and we're just a quarter through. She usually does play heavy minutes. We'll see how long she plays tonight, if the Dragons can maybe get away from Rochester Adams later on in the second half.
So here we go. Looks like the Dragons will inbound on the far sideline. Caitlin Creech to inbound. And, bad pass picked off by Nicole Clarehout. Clarehout goes in, can't get it to fall, and out of bounds off of number 15, Elizabeth Blaine. So it looks like Blaine is checking the ball game. And no one contesting Shadiah on the inbound, so she gets that one into Maresh. Back to Shadiah. Here come the Dragons.
Great way to break that press.
Yes, for sure. Anderson inside, goes up with it, can't get it to fall. And here come the Lady Highlanders once again, up the left wing. Dronick driving baseline out to the perimeter. And that one no good. That was Madison Kesman. Loose ball picked up by Grace Berger. Lots of contact. Refs letting him play, and a travel on Grace Berger. She got caught in a trap in the far corner.
Again, that was Madison Kesman with a nice looking shot in the corner, just rimmed out on her.
Yeah, she's getting lots of good open looks, just can't hit them.
Yeah, that's definitely a player I want to watch from the Dragons.
Jumper inside the three-point line. That one no good. Whoa, the ball flies up in the air. Loose ball again, fight for it. And the Highlanders come up with it. Delenga inside, she gets fouled as she goes up.
A lot of bodies on the floor in this one early on.
The refs are letting them play. Lots of contact.
Smart move by Maddie Delenga, too.
Yeah.
Saw a player was on the ground, drove to the basket, kind of forced the contact, leaned into the Dragon on the floor. Got a trip to the line.
That free throw is good, but that foul was at number 30, Kylie Anderson. That's her first. As number 12, Lauren Petersmark. She comes in for number 3, Nicole Clarehout. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Kylie Anderson. Here comes Peyton Shadiah. Caitlin Crease driving inside, has the open look, couldn't finish. Rebounded by the Highlanders. Delenga racing up the court. Driving inside, way out to the perimeter to Dronick, and picked up by Kesman. Kesman caught in the trap, gets it out to Petersmark.
We've seen it a lot today. Maddie Delenga has done a tremendous job going full court and attacking the paint.
Kesman for 3, no good. Off the rim, rebounded by Dronick. Oh, bad pass over the head of Delenga, and that will go out of bounds, and the Dragons will get possession.
If I'm the Dragons right now, a couple things I'm concerned with is Maddie Delenga's dribble penetration, getting inside, down low against the Dragon defense, and then just constant open shots on the perimeter, especially in those right corners.
Yeah. Here comes Shadiah out to the perimeter. Creech for 3, the long-range 3, no good. Air ball, rebounded by, it was rebounded by Delenga, but Berger came in and stole the way. She gets it inside to Abby Maresh.
What a savvy play there by Berger. Got the rebound, out-jumped Rochester Adams, and hit him with a nice dime pass for the layup.
Dronick to Kesman in the corner for 3. Kesman, in and out again, tough break. The corner's been her spot, just that one went in and out. Here comes Caitlin Creed. Elizabeth Blaine came in and almost got the steal, but the refs call a foul on her instead.
Yeah, we might be having a different game here if Kesman has been having her shots drop in. She's had a lot of shots go in and out on her early on.
Yeah, if you keep giving her that type of look, eventually she's going to hit it.
Exactly.
So just because she's missing that shot doesn't mean you shouldn't keep an eye on it, because at one point or another, it's probably going to hurt you. So Megan Marshall inbounding near the scorers table. She gets it inside to Vuklic, so Vuklic is into the ball game. I believe she came in for Caitlin Creech. Berger to Wyborski inside. The left hand goes up, and couldn't get the N1.
Wyborski nice and patient there on the post. A little big to big passing there in the mid post. Got Wyborski to the free throw line.
So Wyborski will go to the line for 2. That follows on number 12, Lori Petersmark. So Wyborski to the line for 2. And in and out, couldn't get the first free throw to go. Dragons lead here 10-9. 5:52 to go. Second free throw falls for Wyborski, so now it's 11-9, 5:50 to go in the first half. Dronick thought about the 3, didn't take it. Now Delenga for 3. That one goes. So Maddie Delenga hits the 3, gives the Highlanders the lead right back, 12-11.
Like we said, if you're the Dragons, you don't want to see Maddie Delenga get going early on in this one.
Yeah. It's been a very back and forth game. Both teams have the lead at certain points. Neither team really pulling away. Bad pass from Berger, tried to force that one inside the Marshall. Here comes Elizabeth Blaine up the court, and couldn't finish. Good defense by Shadiah, and Blaine gets her second foul as she tried to go for her own rebound.
It was a great outlet pass by the Lady Highlander, just didn't work out for him.
So number 24, Brianna McCracker. That's a weird last name, McCracker. So she checks in the ball game for Elizabeth Blaine.
Great
Inside,
cut.
Shania goes up. Oh, she's fouled, she goes up. So she will go to the line for 2.
Nice read and react play there by Wyborski, and Shania gets her a trip to the free throw line.
That foul on number 11, Amelia Dronick. Shania will go to the line for 2. First free throw from Shania. Oh, no good. Off the back iron. Dragons having a tough time at the line tonight.
Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite them at the end of this one, too.
Number 3, Nicole Clarehout. She comes in for number 11, Amelia Dronick. Second free throw from Shania now. Gets out with the fall, so she ties the game up, 12 apiece, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Here comes Delenga. Delenga trying to drive inside, dishes out to Kesman. She couldn't hit that one. Wyborski takes the 3. Oh, no good. Rebounded by number 12, Petersmark. Here comes Lauren Petersmark up the left wing. Dishes it out to Delenga. She tries to penetrate inside. Blocked by Wyborski. Passed up to Megan Marshall. 2-0 fast break, and Marshall finishes.
Another steal by Peyton Shania, and a nice outlet pass for the easy lane for the Lady Dragons.
Delenga takes the 3. No good. The rebound by Wyborski. Here comes Shania. Dragons trying to push up the court. Marshall for 3 from the right corner. That one falls.
Big time shot there.
And a timeout taken by the Highlanders. A full timeout.
Larry Buss and the crew at Jets Pizza, located at 1091 South Lapeer Road, have been a proud supporter of Orion Neighborhood Television and Dragon Athletics since 2009. Jets supplies catering for cast and crew. Thank you, Larry, for your continued support. Give them a call at 248-814-7559 for more information.
So Dragons looking good.
Yeah, putting the pressure on. Rochester Adams here midway through the second quarter. Peyton Shania leading the fast break, finding 2 good passing outlets on back-to-back possessions in transition. 1 for a wide open layup, 1 for that wide open triple. Dragons looking really good in transition early on.
Yeah, this is the biggest lead for either team. 5-point Dragon leads 17-12. Again, we're halfway through the second quarter. So
yeah, if the supporting cast for the Dragons can continue to help support Sophie Wyborski down low and Peyton Shania up top, they're going to be in good shape. If Megan Marshall can keep hitting triples, if Grace Vukolich can keep playing that defense and keep attacking the paint, they should be in good shape.
It's ironic how the girls and the boys, they both started their seasons at the same time, but the girls, they still have, including this game, they have 5 more games. The guys, their last regular season game is tomorrow. They're at Oak Park for the final regular season game, and then next Monday we start playoffs.
Boys districts.
Yep. So we will be broadcasting that. We will be broadcasting all of the playoff games, whether LO is in them or not. Inside, no good. Rebounded by Wyborski. Here come the Lady Dragons. And Shania will reset. In the corner, Megan Marshall hits the 3.
Back-to-back triples for the Lady Dragons.
So Megan Marshall has 8 points in the day, has 2 threes and a layup inside. Inside, now back out to the perimeter. Petersmark, double team by the trap, gets out to Delenga. Now in the corner, number 4, Anaya Howard. That one can't go. Here comes Shania. Wyborski thought about the 3, didn't take it, and she traveled right there.
Use that little bit of a gather, didn't put the ball down. Ref called it again. We've seen that all night, though. They've been consistent with that call both ways.
Yeah. Number 22, Ann Humes, comes in for Grace Berger, and number 31, Katie Janis. She comes in for Sophie Wyborski. So Janis will see her first action of the night. Humes back in the ball game after starting it. Delanga's been in the game, I believe, the whole time. I don't think she's ever came out for the Lady Highlanders.
Yep.
Petersburg in the corner, and a off-the-ball foul. That's going to be on number 24, Brianna. Oh, I cannot say that name. Mickrocker. It's a really hard name. Mickrocker.
They're throwing you the curveballs here early on, Kevin.
Yeah. Here come the Lady Dragons. Vukovic now trying to look inside. Humes calling for it, but she dishes out to Janice instead. Shadiah now to Vukovic at the top of the key for three. No good off the backboard. And, I thought the Dragons would have had the rebound, but the ref called a foul. I believe that was on Humes, and it is. So that's Humes' first.
Dragons still being aggressive on that offensive glass, though. Although the Highlanders got the ball, they were trying to crash there, maybe poke away, get a steal, and an easy basket.
Yeah, it's definitely good to see because that's one of the problems that they had earlier in the season is that they weren't really crashing the offensive boards. It's good to see that they're doing that right now as we have a three from Delanga, and that one falls. The lead cut down to 5.
Delanga is a pure shooter from the perimeter, and she's showing it now.
But yeah, going back to the offensive boards, the Dragons do a very good job of doing that as, off the foot of Delanga, that one will go out of bounds. But both the boys and the girls teams really had, had streaks where they just weren't crashing the boards at all. And ironically, as soon as, on both the boys and the girls broadcast, as soon as we talk about, they guys start crashing the boards, the next game they start crashing the boards, and they haven't looked back ever since. So, Shadiah called for it. Good pass by Marshall. Out to Humes for the long two. No good. Gets her own rebound.
There it is.
Goes back up. Oh, couldn't finish.
There's the Dragons again.
Picked up by Vukovic. Good effort by good hustle. Good effort by the Dragons. Janice inside the left hand. Wild shot. No good. Rebounded by Lauren Petersburg. Here comes Maddie Delanga. Guarded closely by Vukovic. Vukovic keeping her on that side of the trap. And good help defense right there. It was a good job by Vukovic to kind of shield Delanga from going to her right side, and good help from Marshall to come in and try to poke the ball loose.
Yeah, and with Delanga not getting any breaks so far, she might be a little tired.
Yeah. So it looks like Amelia Dronick is in the game. Long range three in the corner from Petersburg, and she's fouled by Erin Humes. So Lauren Petersburg will get 3 free throws at the line.
Yeah, you want to definitely close out on those shooters, but you got to give them a little bit of space to land. Fouling a three-point shooter is not something you want to do if you're the Dragons.
Coach Bob Bridges arguing that Petersburg kind of flopped as she makes that first free throw, but yeah, Bridges is not happy about that one. I didn't really see it because I was trying to look at see if the shot would fall or not. So I heard about it on the floor. I looked down, she was on the floor, so. She misses the second one, so it's good for the Dragons. As looks like Maresh checking back in, she comes in for Marshall.
And we've seen it both ways. Both teams kind of struggling from the free throw line, which has been kind of a consistent story throughout the year. For the Lady Dragons, they haven't been able to really get as many points as possible at the free throw line.
And the lucky bounce. I thought for sure she was only going to get 1 out of 3 right there, but she gets the lucky bounce, gets 2 out of 3 free throws right there. Cuts the lead down to 3. As Shadiah's foot was out of bounds, and that's a turnover for the Lady Dragons.
Yeah, it looks like the Highlanders trying to finish this half off on a high note. They were down 20-12 at one point. They've rallied 5 straight points, and now they have the ball.
Yeah, again, this game really back and forth. Neither team really pulling away by that much. As Petersburg takes the 3 to try to tie, no good. And that ball goes out of bounds. The Dragons will retain possession. But yeah, neither team really taking the advantage. The biggest lead we've had is that 8-point lead when it was 20-12, but quickly the Highlanders fought back, and now they're only down by 3. Janice inside, posting out to the perimeter to Erin Humes. Good fake by Shadiah. Way over to Maresh in the corner for 3. That would fall. Abby Maresh.
Another great look by Payne Shadiah. Cross-court pass, risky play, but it pays off.
6-point lead, 23-17, just under 40 seconds ago in the first half. As that pass almost picked off by Shadiah, Dronick caught in the trap by the logo, fires that pass over the head of number 3, Nicole Clairhout. So 30 seconds to go. Oh, no. He lost the handle of it. Just took her eye out the ball too quickly.
Wasn't locked in. An unforced error there by the Dragons. Not something you want to finish off the half with.
Claire had to inbound. She gets that one inside to Delinga. So we'll see if the Lady Highlanders try to wait for the last shot or try to get a quick shot here. As they will take the shot. No good. Rebounded by Hume, so she kind of gets redemption right there. Gets the rebound. We'll see what she does with it. Vukovic for three in the corner. Oh, off the side of the rim. Humes gets the rebound, and she's fouled as she goes up.
And another offensive board here for the Dragons. They're getting closer and closer to double digits, and we're not even out of the first half yet.
Yeah, the ball's just kind of sitting there by the free throw line, and Humes just saw the opportunity, went inside, took it, and got fouled. So she would go to the line for two. That foul was on number 34, Katie Elliott. And Humes misses that first free throw. Second free throw by Humes. And that one falls. So here come the Lady Highlanders. 4 seconds to go. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. In the corner. At the buzzer. It falls. Number 3, Nicole Clarehouse gets the shot at the buzzer. So a good way to end the half for the Lady Highlanders. The Dragons still lead though, 24-20. We'll be back after halftime. This is the home of Dragon basketball.
Orion Township Parks and Rec invites you to come out for the Community Garage Sale on Friday, March 1st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Dozens of sellers will be offering a wide variety of household items, home decor, clothing, electronics, and more at the Orion Center. Then on Saturday, March 2nd, the Toy and Comic Expo will be taking place from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Vendors will be offering comics, action figures, Hot Wheels, and collectibles. But wait, there's more! For the first time ever, Orion Township will be hosting an antique market on Sunday, March 3rd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Parking and admission is free to the public. The Orion Center is located at 1335 Joslyn Road in Orion Township. For more information, call 248-391-0304 extension 3500 or visit orionparks.com.
Back at the Dragons end once again as we are transitioning from the first to the second half, and it was a very good first half for the Dragons, really for both teams. It was really a back and forth game. Neither team really taking the full advantage. The biggest lead we had was 8 by the Dragons, which was 20-12. But the Lady Highlanders quickly kind of get some replays here. Paige Jedi steal as usual. She just kind of reads the pass, picks it off.
Goes full court with it.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, she's kind of read that pass, saw the opportunity as we have another replay right here. Just some good plays.
I think that's the Grace Berger where she gets the board and the nice dime pass for the layup.
Yeah, the nice pass inside. Another replay right here. Again, just more good defense as Sophie Wyborski gets the block right there. Clean block on Maddie Delinga, and this 3 from Abby Moraes in the right corner. But we're back here. Here come the Highlanders. Petersmark now. As Delinga is still in the ballgame, she has not had a break.
Yeah, if she hasn't had a break yet, not sure if she will even get one tonight.
Yeah. As that pass goes out of bounds, but she looks to be one of the best players for Adams. I have my notes that she's a top player. And
yeah,
she looks very good. She's very good with handling the ball, and she can really drive inside well against contact. So.
Yeah, as we start the second half too, a couple of key storylines for the Dragons that they want to come out with this one. Payne Shadiah, can she keep up this defensive effort so far tonight? Dragons needing to contest the 3-point shots, especially in the corner, and the Dragons also need to lock in on Maddie Delinga. Don't let her get going.
Here comes Shadiah trying to drive baseline. Backs out inside of Humes now. Wyborski driving to her left, goes inside, gets the layup to go. Can't really do much better than that if you're the Highlanders, as they had a double team on her, and Sophie Wyborski still got by it and got the layup to fall.
Yeah, Sophie got to her strong hand and nice
Yeah,
half hook off the glass.
Yeah, she's naturally left-handed, so it's an easy layup for her. Inside, Claire Hout tried to get inside to Katie Miller, but Shadiah again picks it off. Here comes
Great
Grace
pass by
Vukovic.
Peyton.
And Vukovic finishes. Good job by Shadiah on the 2-on-1 fast break. She had the good court vision to hit Grace Vukovic on the fast break.
Yeah, Shadiah has her fingerprints all over this game so far.
That's a foul right there on Shadiah as she was trying to get the steal, kind of overran. It was trying not to foul, but still ended up bumping into her. Here comes the freshman, number 1, Madison Kesman. She comes in for Maddie Delinga. So Delinga finally will get a break, a well-deserved break.
Yep.
Yeah, she was really running the offense for the Lady Highlanders.
Wonder if Highlanders head coach there saw Delinga needed a little bit of a break to get her going for at least a fourth quarter push.
So this is a huge opportunity for the Dragons. As that made a little bit of a flop.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
This is a huge opportunity because the Highlanders don't have their best player out on the floor. It will be very interesting to see how the Highlanders kind of run their offense without their main point guard in the game.
And the Dragons sitting on that 8-point lead here early on in the third.
Yeah, we'll see if the Dragons can kind of capitalize on this lead and kind of take control of this ball game. And
wow.
What a shot right there from number 11, Amelia Dronick.
A nice jab there with her left foot. Dribbling a floater off the high glass.
From the free throw line off the backboard. Good job by her. Dragons trying to slow the pace down a little bit. Good movement from the Dragons. Sophie Wyborski calling for it inside. Gets the mismatch. Inside and one.
Yeah, Sophie Wyborski got the mismatch there. Guarded by number 3, Rochester Adams. That's Nicole Clareout, the junior.
Yeah.
And Sophie got the N1 finish there.
Yeah, Sophie was calling ball. I heard here she was calling ball because she knew she had the advantage inside.
She was the loudest person in the gym at that point.
Yeah, just easily outstrength Claire Hout underneath the hoop. She gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. As Grace Vukovic, good defense, read the pass, almost picked it off. So here come the Lady Highlanders down 31-22. It's the biggest lead in the ball game.
I wonder how long the Highlanders wait to put Maddie Delinga back in this one.
Yeah. Shadiah will get the foul there. That's her second. She's trying to go for the steal. Yeah, I doubt it will be a long time before we see Delinga again, especially if this one starts to get a little bit out of hand.
Yep.
It's already a 9-point lead. Neither team has had a double-digit lead. Dragons on the fringe of it right now. Kesman takes the 3. That one no good. Rebound there was an attempt at a rebound from Petersburg, but she ended up losing the handle of it. And that one went out of bounds. As there's also a foul underneath the hoop, number 34, Katie Elliott. That's her 3rd. So she's got to be careful because we're not even halfway through the 3rd quarter yet, and she's already 2 fouls away from going out of this ball game. Wyborski inside on Elliott. Out to Vukovic for 3, and she's fouled, so she will go to the line for 3 free throws.
And we talked about it when the Dragons were playing defense. You really want to get a nice contest at the 3-point shot. Just don't hit them. Don't lean into them. Don't have them draw the contact. Don't make the official make the call to send the player to the free throw line. Dragons benefit from this one.
Vukovic shooting 3. No, that free throw no good. As I did see Delinga, she ran up to the scorers table, so it looks like she will be checking in soon. Second free throw from Vukovic. She gets that one to go. So the first double-digit lead for either team. Dragons lead 32-22.
Yeah, we wondered how long they would be able to hold Delinga out of this one. Yeah. Not very long.
Yeah, not very long. She comes in for Katie Elliott, who does have 3 fouls. And Elliott's really the only one that can really contest Wyborski well enough to kind of slow her down. As
there's Sophie.
Gets the rebound. Couldn't finish that one. Gets her on rebound. And they're gonna call her for over the back. She's not happy with that one. As she kind of got fouled underneath the hoop as well.
But it's good to see. Again, the Dragons making a conscious effort to crash the glass, and they've done a great job in getting 2nd and even 3rd sometime opportunities.
Here comes Delinga now. Trying to drive on Wyborski, couldn't get it to fall, or couldn't get it to go, and Wyborski picks it up.
Yeah, it looks like she just kind of ran into her own teammate there.
Yeah. Shadiah Shadiah will reset at the top of the key. Guarded by Clairhout. Shadiah driving baseline out to the perimeter. Vukovic for three from the left wing. That one no good. Rebounded by Nicole Clairhout. Here she comes racing up the middle of the court. Kesman doing a little bit of ball handling right there. And looks like Piers Mark will reset. Clairhout for three in the left corner. That one goes.
Nice looking shot there.
So that cuts the lead down to 7.
Again, like we talked about at the start of the second half, they got to watch those corner triples. That's where Rochester Adams wants to get the bulk of their points.
So the lead Dragons. They may have only counted that as a 2 right there. I guess their foot must have been on the line. They're only up 32-24. Wyborski inside, no good. And oh, that may have been another foul on Wyborski.
Yeah, maybe in that situation, you want to fall back a little bit in defense, get back in transition, not get a ticky-tack foul call there, because you never know. You might need Sophie Wyborski later on in the game, use those fouls in a better manner.
So both centers for both teams have 3 fouls. Wyborski has 3 along with Katie Elliott, so those are 2 things to keep tabs on as we enter the later parts of this ball game. Oh no.
That's Sophie's 4th.
That's her 4th. She's gotten like 3 quick fouls here. As here comes Kylie Anderson. Looks like she's going to come in for Wyborski.
And that's kind of the issue there. When you give that ticky-tack foul in the backcourt, when you're really more than likely not going to get the steal, you set yourself for a disadvantage later on in this one, like we see it happening now. Sophie gets that 4th foul call.
Free throw from Dronic is no good. She comes, so it looks like Wyborski will come out for Kylie Anderson. So that's definitely a big change for the Dragons as now they kind of gotta shift their offense.
Yeah, Sophie's not happy right now too with that going to the bench.
Yeah. So that second free throw good from Dronic makes the score 32-25, 3:45 to go in the 3rd quarter as that one goes out of bounds off the hands of a Highlander.
Head coach for Rochester Adams, Shea Lewis, she is really trying to get into her team, get them to play some defense, give them some energy here on the road.
Yeah, with Wyborski being out, this is a huge opportunity for the Highlanders to try to work the ball down low and kind of attack the weakness of the
great
Dragons.
pass.
Humes couldn't finish, tries to tip it out to Shadiah, can't do it. And here come the Highlanders once again. That pass tipped by Vukovic, and she gets the ball. Here she comes. 3-on-1 fast break. Shadiah inside, and she finishes. And it looks like a timeout taken, a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Bob Bridges.
30-second timeout.
DVD copies can be purchased by calling ONTV at 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060. For only $10, you can get a copy of not only this game, but any game or program in our broadcast vault. That's DVD copies, 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060.
So Dragons up 34-25, 3:16 to go in the 3rd quarter. And Dragons sitting on somewhat of a comfortable lead right now, but with Wyborski having 4 fouls, she's going to be probably out of the ballgame for a while.
Yeah, you got to have some concern if you're the Dragons coaching staff. She's still heated about a couple calls there down the stretch, back-to-back, one in the backcourt, one where I can't remember which Highlander it was, but kind of leaned into her, forced the contact. Not much Wyborski could have done in that situation.
Yeah. So here come the Highlanders. That one inbounded to Petersmark. Kicks it out to Kesman in the corner. Kesman guarded closely by Grace Vukovic. Ooh, good move from Kesman.
A little hesitation.
Petersmark takes the corner jumper. That one falls. Makes the score 34-27. Dragons lead. Here comes Shadiah. Kicks out to Berger in the corner. Berger driving to her left. Way over.
Good fake pass.
Brash in the corner for 3. No good. Rebounded by Nicole Clairhout. Clarehout drives inside. He gets that one to go.
That's unfortunate. If you're the Dragons, you got to have someone stop the ball. That's one of the first keys you learn in basketball.
So Highlanders cut the lead down to 5. 34-29, Dragons lead. Anderson drives inside. That bucket no good, but Vuklis comes in behind. Can't clean up, though. Here comes Petersburg. She's trying to drive. Kicks out to Kesman for 3. That one
down.
falls.
Just like that, this game is down to a 2-point game.
34-32, Dragons lead 2 minutes ago in the third quarter. Anderson inside, goes up, no foul called. Tries to get the steal, but can't do it.
And this all started to unravel once Wyborski went to the bench.
Exactly, yeah.
As soon as that inside presence disappeared, Rochester Adams started to make their push.
In the corner, Dranik can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by number 15, Elizabeth Blaine, and she gets fouled as she goes up.
And we have quite the rally going on here for the Highlanders. Down about 7 points when Wyborski goes to the bench, and they could tie it at the free throw line.
Not fouled on Shadiah, that's her third. So another key player for the Dragons starting to get into foul trouble. You got Shadiah with 3, Wyborski with 4. Can't have either one of those players go out of the game because of fouls. As Elizabeth Blaine hits that first free throw, making the score at 34-33. Vuklis checks out, number 23, Matia Rourke. She comes in for Vuklis, so Matia Rourke will see her first action of the ball game. Here comes the second free throw attempt to try to tie the ball game for Elizabeth Blaine. And she does, so we're tied at 34. The Dragons were just up by 9, and then Wyborski checks out the ball game, and Rochester Adams started to take advantage of that, as now they are definitely fired up. They're playing a lot more aggressively on defense. Shadiah does a great job of getting past the full court trap. Kicks it out to Matia Rourke. Now to Berger for 3, top of the key. That one no good. Anderson inside, she's fouled.
Took a tough spill there. Looks like she just bounced right back up. Good to see.
Good job by Kylie right there.
You kind of wonder how long it'll take until Bob Bridges brings back Sophie Wyborski, even with the 4 fouls, especially if it keeps going this way.
First free throw from Kylie Anderson. That one goes, so she gets her first points of the game. Her first point of the game, I should say, and gives the Dragons the lead. Looks like number 24, Brianna Nickeracker, she checks in for number 15, Elizabeth Blaine. Second free throw from Kylie Anderson, and she hits that one. So Anderson gets 2 points on the day, gives the Dragons a lead, 36-34, 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Belenga driving inside, kicks it out to, it's like Petersburg has the ball now. Oh, good defense from Matia Rourke. Oh, Petersburg got it back. Way over to Belenga. The long range 3 from Belenga, no good. Rebounded by Matia Rourke. 2-on-1 fast break. What does Matia do? She will slow it down, kicks it out to Maresh for 3 in the right corner. No good. Fight for it underneath the hoop, and it's like out of bounds, and the Highlanders will get the ball back.
Dragons trying to live life a little bit dangerously there, leaving Delango wide open from beyond the arc. Luckily, they missed it.
Megan Marshall checks in for Abby Maresh. Here we go, 45 seconds ago in the third quarter. Dragons still hold a 2-point lead. Inside, Nickeracker kicks it out to Nicole Clarehout for 3. Ooh. What a shot! Nicole Clarehout was double teamed, hits the shot.
We talked about it in the first half. You got to get out on those shooters because sooner or later they're going to start hitting them.
Berger drives inside. That layup no good. Rebounded by Emily Abramczyk. So she gets her first action of the ballgame. Shadiah almost got a 4th foul there. That would have been dangerous. Clarehout kicks it out to Belenga for 3. Wide open.
Got it.
That one. She's wide open at the top of the key.
All of a sudden, all the 3-point shots are dropping. Dragons scrambling defensively.
2 seconds to go, 2 seconds. Last shot at the buzzer. Oh, barely misses. So the Highlanders take the lead. They lead 40-36 as that's the end of the third quarter.
Go mobile with ONTV anytime. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube on your mobile devices. Connect with ONTV to see what's happening in our studio, see upcoming events, and watch ONTV programs in high definition on demand. ONTV, working to bring Lake Orion to the world.
So, crazy turn of events for the Lady Dragons as they're down by 4.
They were up 32-21 at one point there in that third quarter. Rochester Adams goes on a 19-4 run to close the third.
It's not really like they were really attacking the absence of Wyborski. They were hitting shots from the perimeter. They just started to heat up, which, you know.
Those looks have been there all night for Rochester Adams.
They started hitting them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're the Dragons, you really got to lock in. If you're Bridges, you got to hammer home, get out on the perimeter, force them to go to the paint, maybe a tough contest down low. It's better off than a wide open triple right now for the Rochester Adams Highlanders.
Yeah, even though with Wyborski being out, Adams, they're not really attacking that at all. They're now just, like how you were saying, they're now hitting the shots that they weren't hitting in the first half, and the Dragons are paying for it, which is something that we said, like, they have got to keep tabs on that, and they didn't, and now they're paying the price for it. Ooh. As Marshall takes the shot.
Yeah, definitely.
She had Anderson open right there in the post. She could have hit Anderson. That would have been an easy layup for Kylie right there.
Yeah, definitely an ill-advised shot there by Marshall.
Kind of just missed Anderson. I don't know, maybe she kind of like was thinking about shooting and saw Anderson at the last second and kind of like, oh no, like I got to do something.
Exactly.
Kind of just got caught in the middle of those two actions.
And I think they're waiting for a fifth player to check into the game. I think the Dragons missed opportunity there. Like you said, they were sitting wide open under the basket because Rochester Adams is playing with 4 people.
4 people. They could have easily taken the advantage and didn't do it.
Yeah, the Dragons got to get out of their own head a little bit, it seems.
Yeah, inside number 25, Gabrielle Mack, the senior, one of the seniors, along with Brianna Mickeracker.
Yeah, and again, that was Maddie DeLanga setting it up with a nice feed inside.
Marshall almost traveled right there. So Dragons got to kind of calm down here and kind of get back.
Good move.
To business. Oh, Shadiah couldn't finish. Tough break. Here come the Lady Highlanders. Nicole Clarehout wide open in the corner for 3. Luckily didn't hit that one. Petersburg gets the rebound and she's fouled. And so number 24, Alani Contreras, looking to check back in for the Dragons.
Again, we keep looking down at that Lake Orion bench. When will head coach Bob Bridges go to Sophie Wyborski?
Yeah, I think at one point or another, you're going to have to do something.
Because any lineup you're putting out there right now is just not getting it done.
So Petersburg will go to the line. That fouls on Grace Berger. She checks out for Alani Contreras. And that free throw no good. Rebounded by Petersburg. I guess that was a one-on-one situation right there. Petersburg couldn't convert. So the Dragons get the rebound. Pick and roll. Anderson inside. Couldn't finish. And
yeah, that's the issue right there for the Dragons. Payton doesn't have a really good pick and roll partner right now on the floor with Sophie on the bench.
Yeah. Clarehout for 3 from the left wing. No good. Rebounded by, I believe it was DeLanga inside, and a jump ball called. Possession error goes with the Highlanders. That was kind of a quick jump ball call right there. As Katie Janis checking in the ball game. She comes in from Kylie Anderson, and Kaylin Creech comes in for Mattia Rourke. So with Wyborski being out, I believe everyone has touched the floor at least once this ball game. Seen everybody.
Good D there.
Good defense from Shadiah getting the steal. She's racing up the middle of the court. Inside Contreras. She goes up. Oh no, just threw it over the hoop. Kind of rushed that shot right there.
Another ill-advised shot.
DeLanga out to Kesman for that long 2. No good. Rebounded by Megan Marshall. And we got 6:10 to go. Not in crunch time yet, but the Dragons have looked kind of cold on offense.
Yeah, Dragons need to get that monkey off their back here and get a basket.
Marshall driving inside, takes the shot.
Another wild one.
Another ill-advised shot right there. Dragons kind of force the shots. They look kind of lost on offense without Sophie Wyborski. As Petersburg goes up, gets fouled. So she would go to the line for 2. It looks like number 4, Anaya Howard. She's looking to check in for the Lady Highlanders. That foul was on number 24, Lonnie Contreras. That's her first in the ball game. First free throw is good from Petersburg. It looks like number 11, Amelia Dronick, and number 4, Anaya Howard. They both check in for the Highlanders. Second free throw from Petersburg. No good. And rebounded by Amelia Dronick. Fight for it.
Wow, I was gonna say that's really close to that baseline there without a call.
So Amelia Dronick, she goes out of bounds. A long pass up to Marshall. Good catch.
Nice set play there.
Will she stop? She won't. Takes the shot. That probably wasn't the best option right there. Probably should have slowed it down, waited for her teammates to come up the court. When he tries to force a shot, doesn't get the foul, doesn't get the bucket either. And now we're right back to where we were. DeLange driving inside, puts
wow,
inside.
Shot, wow.
Off-balance layup right there from Maddie DeLange. Makes the score 45-36. Highlanders lead.
Here comes Sophie Wyborski about to check back in for the Dragons, but it might be too little too late now.
Yeah.
Just a complete 180 ever since about the halfway mark in the third quarter. Dragons are riding an 11-point lead. Sophie goes to the bench. They're down 9.
Yeah, because now Wyborski has to be more aggressive because they're down by 9 with 5 minutes to go, and you would think that Adams would try to kind of attack Wyborski in any way they can. As that ball goes out of bounds. Grace Vukovic looking to check back in. She comes in for Caitlin Creech, I believe. So we see what the Lady Dragons will do. Wyborski
got a good look.
Three, has a good look. Oh, couldn't finish. Rebounded by number 4, Anaya Howard.
That's a tough situation right there for Wyborski.
Yeah.
You're on the bench for a good 8 to 10 minutes, and then your first possession out there, you got to shoot a long shot.
As that pass was fired inside, number 25, Gabrielle Mack, couldn't handle it. Dragons up down by 9, 4:41 to go. Wyborski does have 4 fouls, Shadiah with 3. So 2 key players for the Dragons in foul trouble. Oh, what a move from Shadiah. Gets the spin cycle going. Long range pass by Wyborski in the corner. She's trying to drive inside, double team, and
Good
she's
call.
on the floor. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on number 4, Anaya Howard.
Yeah, we're almost halfway through this one. The Dragons are still yet to score here in the fourth quarter. Kind of just ill-advised shot after ill-advised shot for the Lady Dragons.
And that foul will be on number 4, Anaya Howard. So that's the team's 6th foul for Adams, which means 1 more puts the Dragons in the bonus. And it's like a timeout taken by the Dragons. 30-second timeout.
Be sure to tune in to replays of your favorite games right here on ONTV. Tune in Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 1 p.m. for the most current games in our lineup. Games are also replayed throughout the week, so check our program guide on our webpage at orionontv.org for replay times that best fit your viewing schedule. Also visit our YouTube link for games on demand, www.orionontv.org.
So the Lady Dragons kind of been stone cold here lately, down by 9, 36 or 45-36, 4:26 to go in the game.
Yeah, we talked about keys to the second half. Get out on the perimeter. Dragons have yet to do that and contain Maddie DeLange. Maddie DeLange has had a nice second half so far.
Marshall inside, gets it to go. So finally the Dragons get some points here, makes the score 45-38, 4:20 to go in the game.
Maybe that will help them get into a little bit of an offensive rhythm here.
Let's see what happens. DeLange with the ball at the top of the key. Long range pass over to Dronick, out to DeLange at the top of the key.
Definitely looks like the Highlanders trying to take a little bit of time off that clock.
That pass was over the head of another Highlander, and the Lady Dragons will get the ball back. as that is a foul on the floor. So that will put if that's on the Highlanders, that will put the Dragons in the bonus, and it will. That foul on number 10, Maddie DeLange, that's her second. That foul puts the Dragons in the bonus, which means they will go to the line for a 1-1 situation. And this is huge down the stretch. If they keep getting fouled, they will keep putting them to the line. Grace Vukovic at the line. Not the best free throw shooter. That one no good off the front of the rim, rebounded by number 34, Katie Miller.
Good call by the official, yep.
Good defense from Grace Vukovic. She couldn't get the free throw to go, but still stays there down low, forces the turnover, and that's huge. Good effort from the junior, Grace Vukovic.
Was wondering if the ref was going to see a little bit of a shift in the pivot foot by the Highlander.
Marshall inbounds that one to Wyborski. And she traveled.
Sophie not happy right now.
She's not getting the calls tonight. So here come the Highlanders. DeLange with the ball. Kind of playing tic-tac-toe across the court.
Dragons gonna have to get in those passing lanes pretty soon.
And you know that Wyborski does not want to get into foul trouble, or does not want to foul out the game, I should say. That jumper no good, rebounded. It was rebounded by number 25, Gabrielle Mack, but she couldn't handle it. Goes out of bounds. So every time they drive inside, I get kind of worried because Wyborski's there.
Exactly.
And you know that she wants to go up and contest, but she's got to be careful. She doesn't want to get another tic-tac foul. Shadai trying to drive inside, goes up, and she's fouled.
Definitely trying to force some contact there.
Yeah.
Helps her get a trip to the free throw line.
That's foul number 34, Katie Elliott, her fourth, team's 8. Paige Shadai at the line, shooting 2.
So Shadai will shoot 2 at the line. First free throw is good. So the Dragons down by 6, 45-39, 3:19 to go in the ball game. As that free throw is no good, but a lane violation of number 25, Gabrielle Mack. So Shadai will get a second chance at redemption right here. Try to make the score a 5-point game. Second free throw from Shadai. She couldn't get it again. Wyborski didn't get the rebound, but
Dragons get another chance.
I think if Wyborski didn't have 4, she definitely would have tried to go after that a little bit harder than she did, as we have a timeout, a full timeout taken by Coach Bob Bridges.
During this sports season, ONTV will be covering a large variety of games. Our sports coverage will include varsity boys basketball, varsity girls basketball, and varsity hockey games. Select games will be streamed live on dragonbroadcasting.org and will be replayed on our channel Comcast 10 and AT&T 99. Visit OrionONTV.org for our program schedule.
So, Chris, what do you think the Dragons have to do to try to get back in this ball game?
If I'm the Dragons, you got to find a way to put more points on the board, maybe get an open look down low. They've done a really nice job of getting out of the timeout plays and the good looks at the basket. You're down 6 in the situation. It's not a time to rush. You have enough time. It's a 2-possession game. Just stay with your core discipline, play solid defense, and stop taking all the ill-advised jump shots.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem down the stretch has been taking ill-advised shots, like how you've been saying, a lot of forced shots. It's really been hurting them, but with Wyborski back in the game, hopefully they can kind of get her going again. And you would think that the Highlanders would try to kind of attack Wyborski both offensively and defensively, trying to get her to commit a offensive foul, or just trying to drive inside and forcing her to go up to try to contest a layup. As bad pass from Shadaya.
Yeah, that's not something you see usually from Payne Shadaya.
Yeah,
rushing an easy pass there.
That one inbounded to Wyborski. So we'll see what Shadaya does. Lucas moves to the left, has the lane, driving, kicks it out.
Marshall for
3 in the corner. In and out, tough bounce. Marshall had the look. It was a good dish out by Vukovic.
The Dragons are really good at those after timeout plays. Just the rim wasn't too kind to them on that one.
Yeah, that would have been huge, as that would have made the score a 3-point game. As Adams really just trying to waste the clock, kind of playing tic-tac-toe around the court.
Yeah, you got to start thinking of when you want to foul.
Yeah.
And who to foul in these situations.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to foul Delenga. She's their best player. Haven't really seen much of people at the line.
Yep.
We have seen a lot of Petersmark, and she's got it up and down, so you could foul her if you do get in that situation, but she's really the only person that we've seen at the line most of the night. Oh, that's a tic-tac foul right there. So that will give Shadiah 4. So she's got to be careful. That's 2 key players for the Dragons with 4. And if Shadiah goes out of the ball game, I think that's a bigger.
That's the nail in the coffin right
Yeah,
there.
I believe that's a bit bigger hit than losing Wyborski, because then you lose your best ball handler. Who's going to run your offense at that point? Is that one? Oh, toilet bowls in.
Dragons can't get a bounce on their end, and then the Highlanders getting the nice rolls.
Yeah. So Katie Janis comes out, Alana Contreras comes in. But yeah, I think losing Shadiah would definitely be a bigger loss than losing Wyborski. I mean, both would be a big loss, but good job by Marsha. It's like number 11.
She definitely got hit.
Yeah, she definitely may have got elbowed in the face or something. She's holding her mouth. She definitely got something.
Looks like she's bleeding.
And yeah, they're gonna call it. Yeah, she's not okay. And she might be bleeding.
And head coach Shea Lewis is not happy with the no call there too.
Yeah, because she was down on the floor over there, and then the ref waited until she got over here to call the foul, or to call the stoppage of play, I should say. So that is number 11, Amelia Dronick. Hopefully she's okay. As number 4, Nia Howard. She will come in the ball game. So we'll see how that kind of changes things here. So we'll see what Shadiah does.
This might be a telling possession here for the Dragons too. Now a 3-possession game, down 7.
Bucklers takes the 3, ill-advised shot, no good.
And that's been the storyline for the 4th quarter here.
Really has. And that foul, Bucklers first takes the ill-advised shot, then fouls right there. And it's not over till it's over, but
they're starting to put the icing on the cake.
Yep. Dragons looking kind of cold on offense. That first free throw good from Maddie Delenga.
There are a lot of positives in this game so far, even if the Dragons can't pull it out. Yeah, they kind of succumbed to the pressure in the second half, but they did a lot of good things to get that 11-point lead in the 3rd quarter. Just kind of all unraveled once Wyborski got in foul trouble.
Here comes Shadiah. Inside, Wyborski goes up and can't get that one to go, tips it out. Shadiah trying to fight for it, and that one goes out of bounds off of Shadiah. Now Highlanders will get the ball back. So here comes Maddie Delenga. And you expect the Highlanders to kind of just move the ball around the perimeter. Not really take the shot until they have to, which they really don't have to because there's no shot clock. They can hold the ball for a whole minute if they really want to or are able to. Dragons starting to do that trap though. Claire Howe does not take the 3 wisely. Shadiah almost steals that one. As Caitlin Creed's looking to check in. She comes in for Wyborski. So Wyborski will check out here with 56.8 to go.
And that might be Bob Bridges waving the white flag there for the Dragons.
Yeah, that might be it because they're down by multiple possessions. Claire Hout drives inside, can't get it to go. Katie Miller comes in, or Katie Elliott, I should say. Now Highlanders get the ball right back. And that foul is Shadiah's 5th.
And she'll come out.
She will come out of the ball game. Wyborski will come in her place. But at this point in the game, I think this game is ultimately over.
Yeah, it took quite the spin in the second half. You didn't really see that coming.
Yeah, like how you were saying, as soon as Wyborski was in foul trouble, everything kind of just unraveled. And it wasn't really because Adams was attacking the weakness in the Dragons. It was just they started hitting the shots that they weren't hitting in the first half.
And it started to get contagious too. Shots falling, all of a sudden it's easier to play a little defense. It's easier to dig down on the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just all kind of started to go downhill for the Dragons from there. Looks like a little bit of a disagreement here between Dragon head coach Bob Bridges and the official.
Yeah. So it looks like number 12, Lauren Petersburg, she's been at the line a lot tonight. That first free throw, no good off the back iron. Orion Contreras will check out. Maresh will come in. As that second free throw is good from Petersburg. That makes the score a 10-point lead, 49-39, 32 seconds to go in the game. Marshall driving inside, can't get that layup to go. And that might just about do it here in the Dragons' den.
Langa's still going to try to add some points.
Wyborski, I believe she got the foul, so that will be her 5th foul.
Just a frustrating night for the 2 stars of this Dragons team.
Yeah.
So, kind of interesting to see, though, Maddie Delenga go to the basket trying to make a play. With 20 seconds left, you never know. Usually, you like to dribble out the clock there.
Yeah. That free throw is good from Maddie Delenga, number 25. Gabrielle Mack checks in, along with number 4, Anaya Howard. Second free throw from Delenga is good. So that makes the score 51-39, 21.1 seconds ago in the game. Here comes Erin Heems racing up the court. Gonna do it herself inside and can't get that one to go. And a foul called on number 4, Anaya Howard.
Highlander foul on number 4.
So that will send Heems to the line.
Team 9. Erin Hughes at the line, shooting 1-1.
First free throw from Humes. Oh, rattles in. They get the bounce right there. If Humes can hit the second, we'll make it a 10-point deficit with 13 seconds to go. Second free throw, no good, off the side of the rim. Rebounded by the Highlanders, and that ball out of bounds. That went off the hands of Caitlin Creech.
You got to really tip your hat to Rochester Adams here. Looked like they were down in the dumps, and they just rally behind a couple of open threes falling, and all of a sudden, this whole game changed.
Yes, and that will do it. So the Lady Dragons fall here 51-40 to the Highlanders. So Adams will move on to 7-10 overall, 4-7 in the OAA Red, and LO will go to 8-10 overall and 3-8 or 3-8 in the OAA Red. The next game for Lake Orion is Friday. They're at home against Avondale. It is senior night. We will not have a broadcast of that, but we will have a broadcast of the boys basketball first round of districts. We will have Romeo versus Oxford at 5:30 and Clarkston versus Rochester Adams at 7. Lake Orion does not play until round 2 of the districts on Wednesday. But for my partner Chris Pappas and my crew, this is the home of Dragon basketball.